Capcom's Pragmata is finally here. If you're like me, your first 10 minutes will probably spent asking, what's actually happening here? You're an astronaut named Hugh Williams, stranded on a decaying moon base called the Cradle. You've got a little android robot girl named Diana riding on your back, and a rogue AI is throwing waves of killer robots at you. When you get into battles on this game, at first it might feel like a lot to juggle. You're managing Hugh's movement while simultaneously triggering Diana's hacking. It might be a bit confusing, almost overwhelming, but I promise it clicks faster than you think. Once you get into the rhythm of the dual control system, it becomes one of the most satisfying loops Capcom has ever designed. The plot is centered on Hugh trying to get Diana to Earth. Hugh starts as a hardened, somewhat distant soldier who doesn't even like or trust AI. But as him and Diana both navigate the station, their relationship becomes the absolute soul of the game. Seeing Diana, who has the mind of a 6-year-old, react with wonder to a holographic ocean or a crayon drawing is genuinely touching. To me, their dynamic is very heartfelt and immediately reminded me of Emily and Grace from RE9. It's the same feeling of a reluctant protector, slowly realizing that the person they're guarding is the only thing keeping their own humanity intact. Let's talk about the gameplay mechanics. In Pragmata, your guns don't actually do that much damage to the robot's heavy plating at first. This is where Diana comes in. You use her to hack enemies via a real-time grid minigame. You're literally dodging attacks as Hugh while simultaneously solving puzzles as Diana to open up enemy weak points. Once she breaks the armor, Hugh can unload his primary unit, which has infinite ammo, or specialized attack, tactical, or defense units that you can print at the shelter hub. It's a strategic dance. You hack, stun, and then deliver the punchy, satisfying payoff with a well-timed shot. The Cradle is more than just gray corridors. It's packed with secrets. You'll want to hunt for Read Earth Memories, REMs. These are digital shards of Earth objects, like a playground or a campfire, that you can print back at your shelter. Watching Diana experience these for the first time unlocks new dialogue and deepens your bond with her. There's also cabin coins hidden throughout the maps. You spend these at the Stamp Club, a bingo-style reward board that unlocks new outfits, weapon mods, and even secret lore files. If you're a completionist, you'll also be looking for the Pure Lunum to max out your suit's thrusters and hacking capabilities. One thing that took me by surprise is how incredible the soundtrack is. It's packed with catchy, driving tracks that I've honestly just been listening to on repeat outside of the game. Battle Theme 2 in particular is a standout. It perfectly captures that high-stakes sci-fi energy you want when you're facing down a room full of rogue robots. There is one thing interesting about the audio that I've noticed during combat. Whenever you enter that focused state for aiming and hacking, the music tends to quiet down or duck in the mix. It's clearly intended to help you focus on the technical precision needed for the hacking minigame, but it's a bit of a double-edged sword because the music is so good. You really only get to hear it in its full, booming glory while you're running around the arena and repositioning. It makes those moments of pure mobility feel even more kinetic because the beat just hits so much harder.
Okay, you better stay up there, and I'll get us to that tram.
This game is fantastic, and I love it. But if I had to nitpick just one thing, and honestly, it's a pretty small gripe in the grand scheme of things, it's the way fast travel is handled. Currently, there's no way to zip directly between sectors within a larger area. If you want to jump from one side of the map to the other, you have to head all the way back to the shelter first, then select your new destination from there. Your only other real option is to just hoof it on foot until you reach the next sector. It's not a deal breaker, but it does add a bit of extra commute time if you're trying to go and backtrack for missed collectibles. It definitely encourages you to be thorough your first time you pass through an area so you don't have to deal with the shelter loading screens at all. Overall, Pragmata is a super fun, amazing game. If you can put in some time and learn the mechanics, you're in for one of the most memorable stories of the year. This game is honestly a Game of the Year contender, just like Resident Evil 9. It's a lot of fun. Go pick it up, play it, have fun. I'll see you next time.
Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana.
Diana?